Sexual frustration is one of the biggest killers of relationships. When partners are not satisfied in the bedroom, it can create resentment, anger, and distance between them. Unfortunately, many couples don't even realize that their sex life is the root of their issues. So, how can you tell if your relationship is sexually frustrated? In this video, we'll be discussing 8 red flags that prove your relationship is sexually frustrated. If any of these sound familiar, it might be time to address the issue head-on before it's too late. 1. Lack of physical affection. One of the major red flags that your relationship is sexually frustrated is a lack of physical affection. Physical touch is a crucial component of a healthy relationship and can include holding hands, hugging, kissing, and cuddling. When this element is absent, it can create a feeling of disconnection between partners, leading to a lack of intimacy. In a sexually frustrated relationship, partners may shy away from physical touch, preferring to keep their distance from one another. If you notice your partner becoming more distant or less interested in physical touch, it's important to talk to them about your concerns. The lack of physical affection can stem from various reasons such as stress, depression, and anxiety, among others. Identifying the underlying issue is key to addressing the lack of physical touch in your relationship. Without physical touch, couples can easily feel like they are drifting apart. It can create an atmosphere of loneliness and frustration which can cause conflict and further harm the relationship. 2. Rare intimacy. One of the major signs of a sexually frustrated relationship is rare intimacy. If you and your partner rarely spend intimate moments together, it could be a red flag that something is wrong. Intimacy goes beyond sex and is an important part of any healthy relationship. If you're feeling emotionally disconnected from your partner, it could be because you're not spending enough time being intimate. Intimacy is an important part of any relationship because it creates a sense of emotional and physical closeness. If you're not spending enough time being intimate with your partner, it could be because there are underlying issues that need to be addressed. Maybe you're not feeling as connected to your partner as you once were, or maybe you're not attracted to them in the same way anymore. Either way, it's important to communicate with your partner about why intimacy has become rare in your relationship. This can be a difficult conversation to have, but it's crucial if you want to fix the problem. Make sure you're honest and open with your partner about how you're feeling and listen to what they have to say in return. 3. Partner's disinterest in sexual activity. One of the biggest red flags of sexual frustration in a relationship is when your partner seems disinterested in sex. This could be due to a variety of reasons, including stress, health issues, or a lack of emotional connection. While it's important to be understanding and patient, it's also crucial to address this issue in a constructive and respectful manner. If your partner is consistently showing little to no interest in sex, it may be time to have an honest conversation about what's going on. It's important to approach this discussion with an open mind and without judgment. Ask your partner if there's something specific that's causing their disinterest, or if they feel like there's something missing in your sexual relationship. It's important to keep in mind that a lack of sexual desire doesn't necessarily mean that your partner isn't attracted to you. They may be going through a difficult time emotionally, or simply feeling overwhelmed by other stressors in their life. By listening and showing empathy, you can work together to find solutions and help reignite the passion in your relationship. 4. Frequent excuses to avoid sex. In any healthy relationship, intimacy is important, and sexual activity is an essential aspect of that. When one partner repeatedly makes excuses to avoid sexual activity, it can cause frustration, disappointment, and even resentment. Here are some common excuses to watch out for in your relationship. 1. I'm too tired. This is a classic excuse used to avoid sexual activity. While it's normal to feel tired after a long day at work or taking care of kids, if your partner is always too tired, it could be a red flag. 2. I have a headache. Another classic excuse, but one that could indicate an underlying issue. Chronic headaches could be a symptom of stress or even depression. 3. I have to work early in the morning. While it's important to prioritize work, it shouldn't always come before intimacy with your partner. If your partner is always using work as an excuse, it could be a sign of disinterest or avoidance. 4. I'm not feeling well. If your partner is frequently using illness as an excuse, it could be a way to avoid physical intimacy. While it's important to take care of your health, it's also important to prioritize your relationship. 5. I just don't feel like it. This excuse could indicate a lack of attraction or desire for physical intimacy. It's important to communicate with your partner about any underlying issues or concerns. If your partner is frequently using these or other excuses to avoid sexual activity, It's important to have an open and honest conversation about your concerns. Don't let sexual frustration go unaddressed, as it could lead to resentment or even the breakdown of your relationship. 5. Resentment towards your partner. Resentment towards your partner can be a significant red flag that your relationship is sexually frustrated. If you find yourself feeling resentful towards your partner, it may be due to their lack of effort in the bedroom or their inability to satisfy your sexual needs. Resentment can cause a strain on your relationship, leading to arguments and tension. It is essential to address the issue and communicate your concerns with your partner. Be honest about how their actions, or lack thereof, make you feel and what you need from them to feel sexually fulfilled in the relationship. Resentment can also manifest in other areas of your relationship, causing further strain and distance between you and your partner. It is crucial to work on resolving these issues and finding ways to rekindle the sexual spark between you two. If resentment continues to grow, it may be time to seek outside help from a couples therapist. A therapist can provide a safe space for both partners to communicate their feelings and work towards a resolution. Remember that resentment is not an emotion that should be ignored or pushed aside. Addressing it head-on can lead to a more satisfying and fulfilling relationship for both partners. 6. Lack of communication about sexual needs. One of the biggest reasons for sexual frustration in a relationship is the lack of communication about sexual needs. It is essential to be open and honest with your partner about your sexual preferences, desires, and fantasies. Without proper communication, misunderstandings, assumptions, and resentment can develop, leading to a sexually frustrated relationship. Many couples are hesitant to discuss sexual needs because they fear judgment, rejection, or embarrassment. However, healthy sexual communication can enhance intimacy, improve sexual satisfaction, and deepen the bond between partners. If you're experiencing sexual frustration in your relationship due to a lack of communication, take the initiative to start the conversation. Begin by setting the tone for an open and non-judgmental dialogue. Express your interest in discussing sexual needs, desires, and fantasies, and reassure your partner that you're not looking to criticize or judge them. During the conversation, listen to your partner's needs, and try to understand their perspective. It is also crucial to communicate your own needs, desires, and boundaries honestly. If you're unsure about what you want, take the time to explore your own sexuality and preferences before initiating the conversation. 7. Pornography overuse. Another sign that your relationship may be sexually frustrated is if your partner is constantly turning to pornography for sexual satisfaction. While pornography can be a healthy addition to some couples' sexual repertoire, it can also become a harmful habit when used excessively. If you've noticed that your partner is spending more and more time watching pornography, it's important to have an open and honest conversation about how it makes you feel. If your partner is turning to pornography instead of engaging in sexual activity with you, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy and rejection. Additionally, pornography can create unrealistic expectations for sexual experiences, leading to disappointment and frustration in the bedroom. It's important to establish boundaries and set expectations for pornography use in your relationship, as well as prioritize physical intimacy and connection. If you or your partner are struggling with pornography overuse, seeking support from a therapist or counselor can be a helpful step in addressing the underlying issues and finding healthier ways to connect sexually. 8. Infidelity or emotional disconnect. One of the most telling red flags that your relationship is sexually frustrated is infidelity or emotional disconnect. When your sexual needs are not being met within the confines of your relationship, it can lead to a lack of intimacy and emotional distance between partners. If you find that your partner is cheating on you, it is a clear indication that they are not satisfied with the level of intimacy in your relationship. Infidelity can also lead to feelings of resentment and distrust, which can further damage the relationship. On the other hand, emotional disconnect can manifest in different ways. You may find that your partner is less interested in spending time with you, talking to you, or sharing their feelings. This can be a result of pent-up frustration and sexual tension that is not being addressed. In both cases, it is important to communicate openly with your partner about your concerns and work towards finding a solution together. If you are unable to address the root cause of the problem, seeking the help of a professional counselor or therapist may be necessary. Ultimately, the key to avoiding infidelity and emotional disconnect is to nurture a healthy sexual relationship within the boundaries of your partnership. Be open and honest with your partner about your needs, desires, and expectations, and work together to ensure that your sexual relationship remains satisfying and fulfilling for both of you. We hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this one. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.